Okay, so here we go. This is I promised I'd do a beginner's creative exercise, and I was to take normal, overused, everybody hates it, beat up backbeat, just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Let's look at it as Lego pieces. What do we have? We have, it's a 2-beat idea. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Second idea, 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now that we want to limit ourselves. We want to say that we're going to use these 2 Lego pieces as a starting point to become creative inside of a limitation. So with just these 2 2-beat ideas, we have a standard bearer for backbeat. And so what if we play 1 forward and 1 in reverse? So now phrase it and say to yourself that 1 cycle through is 2 measures. So now you have an 8-measure phrase, right? Idea. Here it is. 1, 2. Second one. Third. Fourth. And you really want to start tagging your 4th time through and then making the 1 a big punch, because in most situations that's how you're going to use beats, so you should practice utility. Okay. So and then what you can do now that you have this forward and reverse, you could start putting lilts in it, you could start doubling notes. What do I mean? So I could go, right? I put a little bit of stuff in there, or I could do some doubling up on the kick, right? Right? All these kind of things. Like, take every trick in your bag, start putting it against it, speed it up, slow it down. There's all these different things, and that's what you want to start doing. You want to say to yourself, oh, I know how to do this. Well, can I apply that? I know how to lilt. I know how to, drop stick and get that nice colored buzz sound, Right? All these different, and try and take this thing that's boring and turn it into something beautiful. Now, the other stuff you can start doing is you can start saying, oh, what if I extend or change the pattern? So let's say we'll extend the pattern. We're going to do forward, backward, and then we're going to add 2 more beats. And we'll add the right. So forward, backward, plus 2, and I'll start by going 1 and 2 and to show you where the extension is. 1, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. All right, sped up. I had a little punch in there just for the heck of it. You could split your phrase up and put that in the middle. I'll do the same thing and just put it in the middle. 1 and 2 and I screwed that up. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and that was more appropriate, proper. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right? So now you have that. Now take and add in all the different flavorings you have. Then you could say, I don't know, like what if you take one out, you know? Now you're playing in what? A variant of 3-time, right? And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and right, and it doesn't even 6-time doesn't have to always sound like a blues 6. 6-time doesn't always have to sound like a swinging 6, like a jazzy 6. It could be whatever. You could further cut it down and add just one beat, right? So let's say 1 and, right? So we'll have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Now you're playing in 5-time, right? So take something that's you've played a gazillion times and is pure stupidity to you. Make it sound good and break it apart and take all those little parts and make your own Lego toys out of them. Not everything is going to sound good, and you won't know what you like until you try. So, I don't have any sheet music for these exercises. It's just something that I try and give to my students when they come in. I've gone from looking at having several different methodologies and all these other things with teaching, and I'm finding now that people really accelerate and grow as musicians and enjoy playing the drums longer and do more stuff when you start right out of the gate working on creative exercises, inventing your own thing. It gives people more confidence and it makes them better musicians, I feel. So thank you for putting up with all my talk, and happy drumming.